2 atrium and 2 ventricle. And heart contains septum, which is separate left and right part of the heart, and it has valve to ensure blood flow in one direction to prevent blood flow. And this is the picture of structure of the heart. And now I'm going to explain the function of the human heart. First is pulmonary, when it transfers oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atrium of the heart. Then is left atrium. It has thin muscular, and when it contracts, oxygenated blood is forced to flow downwards into left ventricle. After that is bicuspid valve, and it allows the flow of blood in only one direction from the left atrium into the left ventricle. And the left ventricle has the thickest muscular wall, and when it contracts, oxygenated blood is forced to flow out into aorta, and the aorta is to carry blood away from your heart to the rest of your body. The next is superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. It's returning deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart. And the next is right atrium. It has thin muscular wall, and when it contracts, the oxygenated blood is forced to flow downwards into the right ventricle. Furthermore is tricuspid valve. It allows the flow of blood in only one direction from the right atrium to right ventricle. Next is right ventricle. It has thick muscular wall, and when it contracts, the oxygenated blood is forced to flow out into pulmonary artery, and the pulmonary artery is to carry the oxygenated blood from your heart to the lungs. The last is the septum. It is the muscular wall which separates the left and right side of your heart, and its function is to prevent oxygenated blood from mixing with deoxygenated blood. And here is the video of function of heart.
Okay, I cannot hear the video. Okay, so when you want to show the YouTube, you should go to share screen. Okay, and then but you have to share the Chrome tab. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, when you share screen, okay, we want to
Okay.
share a screen. For YouTube, you have to go to share screen, okay, and then goes to a Chrome tab, I think.
Wait
Because if not, you cannot hear the video. I think a Chrome tab, something like that.
Okay, wait teacher.
Okay. Goes to a tab. Yeah, a tab. Present now, go to a tab.
Teacher, wait cushion to share the video on.
For the glory of the
Can you withstand another hit?
Welcome to all you faster.
The circulatory system comprises blood, blood vessels, and the heart. The heart is the central organ for pumping the blood throughout the body. Heart is made up of strong cardiac muscles. Heart pumps liquid blood, a tissue which transports nutrients, gases, waste, etc. along with it. The right upper atrium receives deoxygenated blood from whole body, which is pumped into right ventricle below, and it sends the blood to lungs for oxygenation via pulmonary artery. After oxygenation, blood travels through pulmonary vein and is received in upper left chamber, that is left atrium, which pumps it into left ventricle into aorta, which is source many arteries which carries oxygenated blood to different parts of body. Arteries get divided into very narrow blood capillaries where exchange of substances takes place. Capillaries forms a web-like network to reach maximum cells. Capillaries join together to form veins. Isn't it a sophisticated system?
Okay, now I will talk about heart diseases. Heart disease encompasses a wide range of cardiovascular problems. Several diseases and conditions fall under the umbrella of heart disease. Types of heart disease include arrhythmia, atherosclerosis, cardiomyopathy, congenital heart defects, coronary artery disease or CAD, and heart infections. What are symptoms of heart disease? Arrhythmias. Arrhythmias are abnormal heart rhythms. The symptoms you may experience may depend on the type of arrhythmia you have. Heartbeats that are too fast or too slow. Symptoms of an arrhythmia include lightheadedness, fluttering heart or racing heartbeat, slow pulse, fainting spells, dizziness, and chest pain. Atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis reduces blood supply to your extremities. In addition to chest pain and shortness of breath, symptoms of atherosclerosis include coldness and numbness, especially in the limbs, unusual or unexplained pain, and weakness in your legs and arms. Cardiomyopathy. Cardiomyopathy is a disease that causes the muscles of the heart to grow larger and turn rigid, thick, or weak. Symptoms of this condition include fatigue, bloating, swollen legs, especially ankles and feet, shortness of breath, and pounding or rapid pulse. Congenital heart defects. Congenital heart defects are heart problems that develop when a fetus is growing. Some heart defects are never diagnosed. Others may be found when they cause symptoms such as blue-tinged skin, swelling of extremities, shortness of breath, or difficulty breathing, fatigue and low energy, and irregular heart rhythm. Coronary artery disease, or CAD. CAD is a plaque built up in the arteries that move oxygen-rich blood through the heart and lungs. Symptoms of CAD include chest pain or discomfort, a feeling of pressure or squeezing in the chest, shortness of breath, nausea, and feelings of indigestion or gas. Lastly is heart infections. The term heart infection may be used to describe conditions such as endocarditis or myocarditis. Symptoms of heart infection include chest pain, chest congestion, or coughing, fever, chills, and rash skin.
People at risk of heart disease. There are three categories of risk factors that are detailed here. The first one is major risk factors that can be changed. The second one, major risk factors that you can modify, treat, or control. The third one is other factors that contribute to heart disease risk. The example of risk factor that can be changed is the increasing of age, male gender, heredity. The example of factor you can modify, treat, or control is tobacco smokes, diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, and being overweight. The examples of factors that contribute to heart disease risk is stress, alcohol, diet, and nutrition.
Now, I would like to talk about how to maintain heart health. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for both men and women in the United States. Take steps today to lower your risk of heart disease. To help prevent heart disease, you can eat healthy. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables, eat more fish, and eat less sugar, salt, and fat. Besides that, you can get active and stay at a healthy weight by doing exercise. In addition, quit smoking and stay away from secondhand smoke. Other than that, control your cholesterol and blood pressure. Drink alcohol only in moderation. You can check up your body once in a half year. And remember to manage your stress well. Everyone is at risk for heart disease, but you are at higher risk for heart disease if you have high cholesterol or high blood pressure and you are overweight or obese. For someone who loves smoking and don't get enough physical activity as well as don't eat a healthy diet, will have a higher risk for getting heart disease.
Importance of having healthy heart. Taking great care of your heart to avoid cardiovascular disease is critical, but that is not the only reason to keep your heart healthy. There are many other reasons to proactively maintain a healthy heart. To maintain cholesterol and blood pressure, to reduce feelings of depression, to lower your risk of developing dementia.
Lastly, the references for this presentation are from textbooks and online websites. This is the end of our presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Alright, good presentation, right? So we move to the next group, okay? So the next group is Wu Shiji, Chai Yishan, and Dennis. So you can share the screen. And for those who already present, right? So now the next step is you have to draw a poster, okay? A poster about heart, okay? So when you finish, right? So you can take the picture, okay, and send it to me. Okay, and then when the school open next year, okay, you can give all this hard copy, okay, for your presentation and your poster. You can give it to me, okay, when the school open next year. Okay, so please, Dennis, Che Yishan, and also Wu Shiji, are they here today? I check first. Yeah, Che Yishan is here. Yeah, the poster is individual. Yeah, Wu Shiji also here. Okay, so please share the screen for the group. If you have problem to show the screen, you can tell me because I have a copy for your PowerPoint. Are they here? Chai Yishan, Wu Shi, who's this? Dennis, Chai Yishan, Wu Shiji, are they here? We need to present. I think I already tell in the group, right? If you have a problem, you can tell me if you cannot share a screen. Okay. One of the member don't come. Okay, then whoever is here, they can present. But for the people who didn't come, okay, for this online class, I mean the marks will be deducted. Okay, so who didn't come? You still have to present, but for the member who didn't come, I will deduct the marks. Alright, so Dennis, I will deduct the mark for Dennis. Okay, so the two of you, I think, can present. If you cannot show your PowerPoint, you can tell me, I will show mine. Because I have your copy for. I think I already give you time to prepare, right? Can you present for today or not? Shiji? If not, I move to the next group first. Then later, we go back to your group. please respond. Can open your mic. Can open the PowerPoint. Okay, so we move on to the next group. Okay, for your group next Tuesday. Okay, and make sure 3 of you is here. Okay, make sure 3 of you is here. Is it okay? On Tuesday. Because we have online class on Tuesday, right? So on Tuesday, make sure your group is ready and 3 of you must be here. Is it okay? Okay, so we move on to the next group. Okay, so the next group is Yumin, Hyayun, Jess, and also Becky. So first, I want to know whether all these 4 of you already here or not.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So you can share your screen now.
Good morning to our science teacher, Puan Yusfalina, and our fellow friends. Today, my group want to talk about the science project. Our science project title is Heart Healthiness.
I'm the group leader in this group, Lim Yumin. Here are our members.
I'm just Tanjie.
I'm Becky.
And Lim Chao Yun.
Teacher.
Yes. Yes.
Wait for a while because Xiaoyun said that her internet is not stable, so she cannot hear what I was saying.
Okay. Can you skip for her part first, then go to your part, then later when...
Never mind. Xiaoyun said that she joined again.
Okay.
So she need a few of time.
Okay. So why not you present for your part first, and then later we go back to the part when she already did.
She said that she okay already.
Okay.
So we start over.
Alright, sure.
Okay, ready.
Right.
Okay. Good morning to our science teacher, Puan Yusfalina, and our fellow friends. Today, my group want to talk about the science project. Our science project title is Heart Healthiness.
I'm the group leader in this group, Lim Yumin. Here are our members.
Lim Chao Yun,
Just Tanjie.
And Becky Chong.
First, let's talk about structure of the heart. Heart is a muscular organ with walls made with cardiac muscle. Heart is also divided into 4 chambers, such as left-right atrium and left-right ventricle. At the side, we have the picture of structure of the heart. Besides that, let's talk about function of the heart. Atrium is thin wall chamber that receives blood from veins. Ventricle is thick wall chamber that pump blood out of the heart. Valve is to ensure the blood is flow in one direction only. Artery transport blood away from the heart. Last, the vein return blood back towards the heart.
The meaning of heart disease. Heart disease is an abnormal condition of the heart or of the heart and circulation, such as coronary heart disease, arrhythmia, or heart valve defect. People at risk of heart disease. Men aged 45 or older and women aged 55 or older are more likely to have a heart attack than are younger men and women. The causes of heart disease. High blood pressure. Uncontrolled high blood pressure can result in hardening and thickening of your arteries, narrowing the vessel through which blood flows. Family history. A family history of heart disease increases your risk of coronary artery disease, especially if a parent develops it at an early age, that is, before age 55 for male relatives. Age. Aging increases your risk of damage and narrow arteries and weakened or thickened heart muscle. Smoking. Nicotine constricts your blood vessels and carbon monoxide can damage their inner lining, making them more susceptible to atherosclerosis. Heart attacks are more common in smokers than non-smokers.
How to maintain heart health? First, you need to control your blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease. It is important to get your blood pressure checked regularly at least once a year to prevent or control high blood pressure. Next, you need to keep your cholesterol under control. High levels of cholesterol can changes and medicines to lower your cholesterol. Next, stay at a healthy weight. Being overweight or having obesity can increase your risk for heart disease. This is mostly because they are linked to others' heart disease risk factors including high blood pressure and diabetes. Lastly, eat a healthy diet and get regular exercise. Try to limit saturated fats, foods high in sodium. Eat plenty of fresh fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. We also need to exercise, strengthening your heart and improving our circulation. All of this can lower your risk of heart disease.
Now, let's talk about important to have healthy heart. First, to maintain cholesterol. High cholesterol levels increase our risk for developing cardiovascular disease. Unhealthy cholesterol in the blood can also lead to heart attack and stroke. Next, to reduce feelings of depression. Research shows that 33% of heart attack victims end up showing depressive symptoms, according to a clinical psychologist and director of behavioral science. Last, to lower our risk for developing dementia. There's a connection between heart health and mental well-being, but it goes beyond feelings of depression. Research shows that poor heart health also associated with dementia. When you're not taking care of your heart with smart lifestyle decisions, you're narrowing your blood vessel, which limits the amount of blood that can get to brain. Here is the reference that we found online, which are structure and function of heart, meaning of heart disease, causes of heart disease, how to maintain heart health, and important to have a healthy heart.
Nowadays, heart disease remains the principal cause of death. Heart disease continues to take a toll on the number of lives lost. Heart disease is Malaysia's #1 killer. A total of 18,000 people in Malaysia died last year because of heart disease. So, we must take care of our heart to have a better life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good presentation, right? Alright, so we'll move on to the last group, I think, for today. Okay. Waylock, Varun, Kaiser, and Siu Li Hao. So all of you already here today. If you're ready, you can present. Okay, you can start now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Cherilo and my groupmate Warren Kaiser and Siu Li Hao. The structure and function of the heart structure. Structure of the heart. The heart can be found at the center of the chest, underneath the sternum, in the thoracic compartment. It is made up of 4 chambers and several valves that regulate the normal flow of blood within the body. Function of the heart. The heart is the main organ in the circulatory system. The structure primarily responsible for devolving the circulation of blood and transportation of nutrients in all parts of the body. This continuous task uplifts the root of the heart as the vital organ. Warren.
Chẳng nghe họ rồi. Firstly, the coronary artery disease, also known as coronary heart disease, is the most common type of heart disease. It develops when the arteries that supply blood to the heart become clogged with plaque. This causes them to harden and narrow. Second, congenital heart defects. A person with a congenital heart defect is born with a heart problem. There are many types of congenital heart defect, including abnormal heart valves. Valves may not open properly or may leak blood. Septal defects. There is a hole in the wall between either the lower chambers or the upper chambers of the heart. Atresia. One of the heart valves is missing. Arrhythmia refers to an irregular heartbeat that occurs when the electric impulses that coordinate the heartbeat do not work properly. As a result, the heart may beat too fast, too slowly, or erratically.
Okay, so next we'll present for symptoms.
Siêu Lý Hao.
I didn't hear anything.
The following symptom may indicate a heart problem: angina or chest pain, difficulty breathing, fatigue and lightheadedness, swelling due to fluid retention or edema. Causes heart disease develop when there is damage to all or part of heart, a problem with the blood vessel leading to or from the heart, a low supply of oxygen and nutrients to the heart.
People at risk of heart diseases. Hypertension increases the risk of heart disease. Number one, high blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for heart disease. It is a medical condition that happens when the pressure of the blood in your arteries and other blood vessels is too high. Secondly, obesity. Obesity is excess of body fat. Obesity is linked to higher bad cholesterol and levels and to lower good cholesterol levels. Obesity can lead to high blood pressure and diabetes as well as heart disease. Behaviors increasing the risk of heart disease. Number one, eating a diet high in saturated fats, trans fat, and cholesterol. Secondly, not getting enough physical activity. Thirdly, drinking too much alcohol.
How to maintain heart healthy? First, eat plenty of fruit and vegetables. To maintain a healthy heart, try to eat at least 5 portions of fruit and veggies a day. Actually, they are a great source of fiber, minerals, as well as vitamins. Second, read the food label. When we go shopping, you should look at the labels on the packaging of the foods and drinks to see how much salt, fat, and sugar it contains and how many calories it offers. Third, manage your weight. To maintain a healthy heart, you should have a healthy diet that is low in sugar and fat and packed with vegetables and fruits.
The important to have healthy heart. First is to maintain cholesterol and blood pressure. High cholesterol levels increase your risk of developing cardiovascular disease, but that's not all. Unhealthy cholesterol in the blood can also lead to a heart attack and stroke, according to the American Heart Association. Second is to reduce feelings of depression. Do you know that cardiovascular disease can increase your chance of feeling depressed? Research shows that 33% of heart attack victims end up showing depressive symptoms. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Alright, for the presentation. Okay, so for the rest who still didn't submit the project, okay, so please submit the project. Okay, I give you a time, okay, and for 3G, I will give you example, right, how to do the presentation. Okay, so you already see how 3K do it, so I want you to do the same, okay, and I will give you the guideline in the group, okay. Okay, so good, alright. And then for the one more group, OCG group, so will continue on this day, and then after that we continue with our online class. Okay. So if you have any problem, you can text me. Okay. So thank you, class, for today.